Can you reflect back when you were with Denver, with helping out, being their video guy? Like, as far as getting that first stint, I mean, what was your approach in just trying to use that as a stepping stone toward, the next step?
I started as an unpaid intern with these guys
Okay.
in the summertime, and at the end of the summer, they offered me the job as a video coordinator, and initially I turned it down because I needed to finish school, and USD was paying for my education on scholarship, and so they held the job for me. So they said, hey, Bernie Bickerstaff was the GM. He asked me when could I get back to Denver. I told him I'd be back the 15th of December, and so he said, okay, we'll have the assistant coaches do the video work. We'll hold the job for you, and if you make it back on the 15th, it's yours. And so I did, and all I can remember was he offered me $15,000, and I just was in my head. I was like, man, you sucker! I got you fooled. All you had to do was offer me a couple of pair of sneakers and a Denver Nugget sweatsuit. And if I had that Denver Nugget sweatsuit with the sneakers, I'd have been golden. But he opted to pay me $15,000, so I thought I was rich.
Right.
What year was that?
That was in 1992.
What did you do as an intern?
As an intern, I did whatever they asked, and even as you know what, when I was a video coordinator, I landscaped our assistant GM's yard. He was cheap. I told him he's cheap, and so I'll never forget. I had a Nissan pickup truck, a 4x2. It was red. It was maroon, and it was one thing that helping landscape his yard, but it was another thing finding out that 4x2 was going to be the stone hauler, So I mean, I did it all. Well, trust me, I did it all.
Who was the coach at that time?
I worked for a few coaches.
The head coach.
No, I worked for Dan Issel. I worked for Dick Motta, Gene Littles, and then Bernie was there. So I think there were 4 coaches in my 5 years in Denver, because I was in Denver for 5 years.
Who was the toughest GM?
I won't say that. I know you guys gonna do the research. Todd Ely. He's a great guy, though. He's a good guy. He did help me out.
So you started.
How are your skills still with the video cutting? Do you think you can sit back down and
This is the ironic thing about it, and I like a lot of people in the video. I like a big staff because I feel like I'm capable of divvying out enough responsibility for guys so that nobody's sitting around. And trust me, our guys work. I mean, we got guys that stay the night in the office in the video room, so they work. But this is the funny thing about it. When I was doing it, it was deck to deck. And so the computer and all that stuff wasn't there, meaning that if you need a lot of different clips, you got to go through the game once, then you got to go, if you needed different tapes, then you got to go back and make a second tape, then go back and make third. Now you just go through the tape one time and punching different buttons and sending stuff different ways, and you're good. But it is so advanced now that I have no clue how the video room works with the equipment that they have in there.
So you're just doing tape to tape before?
When I did it, it was just deck to deck.
Yeah, okay.
I want to know how the landscaping skills are. Are those,
Those are non-existent as of now. I can afford to pay for somebody not to. Kyle Triggs will not. Kyle, have I asked you to landscape my yard? No, not yet. He said not yet. You're just supposed to say no.
Do you think